Welcome. This is the Life at Knife podcast. I'm your host, Megan Winter. And on July 11th and 12th, we hosted our second annual Ready Mix Driver Rodeo at our training center in Albany, Oregon. 8 drivers competed in both written and physical challenges. 6 qualified for the national competition that will be hosted by the National Ready Mix Concrete Association, or the NRMCA, and that will be in Orlando, Florida in October of this year. Today, we have the winner of the Knife Rivers Rodeo during that weekend, and that's Jennifer Palmer. She is a ready mix driver from Medford, Oregon, and this is your second year competing, isn't that right, Jennifer?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with me here today. I wanted to just kind of talk about some of the challenges and the tests and stuff that you guys have to do during this competition, just to shed some light on that. So, anyway, well, first, how long have you been driving ready mix trucks?
Well, I've been with Knife River for 20 years, but
Oh,
I've
wow.
actually been driving truck for 26 years.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. So you must like it.
I do. I do. Yeah, I love it.
So, just kind of talk about the competition a little bit. I mean, are most of the drivers pretty seasoned, or there's some folks that are kind of new to the craft?
Um, Not last year, but I think the year before that, there was one driver that came in that had only had his driver's license for 6 months.
Oh my gosh. Like his driver's license or his CDL?
Or CDL, excuse me. His CDL. Yeah, he'd only been driving truck for 6 months.
That's so impressive. That must have been so fun for him to come out and hang out with like the best of the best and get some pointers.
The guy who was doing the competition for the Medford company for Knife River, he said, yeah, the guy was really excited about coming in and doing all that, doing the testing and stuff. So,
Oh, that's so cool. Awesome. Well, okay, so what does it all like include? So, I came out to the competition, you guys were out there and you're driving around, you're parallel parking, all that, but there's way more to it than that. How does it start to end? How does it play out?
okay, so when they first announced that the rodeo is going to be happening, there's a test that you have to do online. I think it's 120 or 130 questions. And so you answer those, and then they get the tally from that, find out who, I believe it's the top 8 drivers, and then they'll send somebody to your home base, and you'll do basically a pre-trip walk around, naming out parts and issues and stuff like that that's on the truck that they have a list of. Once they do that, then you go to where our training center is. So for Oregon, we'll go to the training center there in Albany, and we'll do the competition driving portion of it there in Albany to find out who the winner is for that state, for Oregon. And then once that's done, then the following month they have the top number 1 drivers from the other states who have competed come to Oregon, do the drive portion of it again, and find out who the top 6 drivers are that's going to go to nationals, which is what you announced earlier, saying that it's going to be in Florida this year.
Our rodeo compared to the national competition that's going to happen later in October this year, is it basically the same? Are the challenges a little bit different?
They're a little different. So here at the rodeo in Albany, we did the parallel parking, where when you back the truck in, you basically have 50 inches from the barrier to your tire to try and get points. At the national rodeo, you actually do a drive head in parking. So you got to head the truck into the parking space and not cross over like the barrier line and try and get as close as you can to get points that way. Um, so they have the drive through the tennis balls where you drive through them, where you got the 2 inches on both sides of your tires. That's the same as it is at nationals. Um, Here we did the bullseye where you backed up to it. At nationals, you actually drive across it
Okay.
and try and figure out how far your truck is so that you stop where the back end is over the bullseye.
Uh-huh.
So there's a couple things that are a little bit different, but for the most part it's kind of similar.
Gotcha. Which one do you think is the hardest?
For the one here in Oregon, it was the parallel park. I've like you said earlier, I've done this for 2 years now, Oregon and nationals. Um, and for the last three times that I've tried, other than this last time going, for the national final, I got 0 points on the parallel park until this last time. Yeah, I
Oh my
couldn't get close
gosh.
enough.
Oh my gosh. But that's awesome. That means you're like you're doing better than you did last year and you got your points this time.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, that was the toughest one, and then at nationals, gosh, I'm actually going to say that it's they do a pre-trip like you were probably watching us do here in Oregon, um, where instead of actually doing a pre-trip, you're actually going around the truck looking for defaults on the truck, missing light bulbs or missing hoses and stuff like that, stuff that you would use on a daily basis that your truck's supposed to be equipped with. For me, that's a little bit more stressful than the actual driving portion of it.
If you had to do like a percentage, are most of your points coming from the like written part, the inspection, or the actual like driving portion of the whole competition?
So for nationals or
For nationals.
for nationals, yeah, I think they break it up to where the majority of your points are from the written portion of it. I want to say it's almost, I think it's like 150 questions, I believe, if I remember correctly, and you have like 2 hours to finish the test.
Oh,
But they kind of word it differently. So like one question will ask it one way, and then like 5 or 6 questions later they'll kind of throw it around where the wording's a little bit different on it and kind of ask you the same question. So you got to kind of really watch how you read the question and not read into it.
yeah, they're trying to trick you there and see if you'll do two different answers,
Yep.
for something that's the same deal. That's wild. Well, yeah, I mean, gosh, I'm trying to think of so last year at nationals, there was over 100. There's over 100 drivers that participate. Does that
Yeah,
sound
I think
about
there was like
right?
123 drivers that
Oh
participated.
my
And I
gosh.
said that
Yeah.
it was actually the most women drivers that they've had come to nationals so far.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah,
Good, good. Yeah, we got to get the lady drivers out there and
absolutely.
participating. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well, we're so excited for you to go out there and that you won our rodeo. So that's awesome. And it's only your second year. So hopefully for years to come, your name's just going to be all over that trophy.
I hope so. I hope so.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, gosh, I think that's all the time we have today. But thank you so much for telling us all about this competition. We're all rooting for you and the other Knife River drivers in October. We hope you guys bring home the gold.
Well, I hope so.
um, yeah, no, we're all going to be rooting for you. Either way, we're so proud to have you guys there and representing Knife
Appreciate
River.
that.
Yeah,
Really do.
awesome. Awesome. Well, it was so nice to have you on the episode. We'll be coming back next week. So until next time, thank you, everybody, and goodbye.